Hey, welcome back to CrossTalk podcast. I'm Tomoya.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
So we are reaching to the end of year 2024.
Yeah, this year has really passed by quickly.
Yes.
I feel like it's been like I haven't done anything at all this year. I've been like so busy working, and probably you too. It's like, wait, we just did this episode a few weeks ago. We did the New Year's episode for last year a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yes, me too. Looking back all of our episodes really shows how much topic we have covered this year.
Yeah, we've really made a lot of episodes this year about a variety of topics.
Yes, we did.
So I think the goal is like not only just to talk about things that we like, but also to introduce, as we started out in the beginning, to introduce like international multicultural topics and give our opinions on these, but also like new things that are coming out in the world that might be interesting for our listeners.
Yes. And then we want to talk about what was the topic or episode we find very, very interesting to us.
All right.
And before we talk about this, I want to talk about our New Year's traditions a little bit.
All right.
So for most of Japanese people, we watch 紅白歌合戦
yes.
and, some comedy competitions at the around end of the year.
Okay.
That's probably a general New Year's activities.
That seems to be, about right from what I can see. I don't know about the comedy thing, but yeah, TV is always on. Kohaku is always on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I wonder, what is your New Year's activity?
I'm usually cooking. I'm usually in the kitchen, like slaving away, cooking and cleaning, to be honest. But I like cooking at holiday time, so I don't think it's not a negative thing. I enjoy doing it for my family. We tend to celebrate New Year's with my mother-in-law. She typically makes Japanese food. So on New Year's Eve night, I'll make a Western style, usually dinner. Not anything like super special, but a little bit fancier than what we usually have. So we do like something Western on New Year's Eve. And then if my sons want it, we'll do the toshikoshi soba, or, sometimes they go out with their friends. They go to, jinja to do hatsumode or something, and I stay home. We might have champagne or wine or something. And then we wake up early and go to grandma's house for Japanese New Year's.
Sounds nice.
It is nice. It's like all food-based, so I'm happy. How about you? What do you do usually?
I usually won't do anything special for the end of the year.
Okay. How about for New Year's Day?
New Year's Day, I probably would sleep in all day.
Really? All day?
Yeah, being lazy for a day.
We usually eat and then get ourselves into a food coma and then go and lay around for a few hours until dinner time. And then dinner time we get up and eat again. So
yes.
We have leftovers.
Our listener might think I'm a gamer.
Gamer, yeah, maybe, because you did talk about games sometimes.
Yeah, but I didn't
like to play games.
Yeah, but I didn't have much time to play a game this year, especially from this October.
Okay.
So kind of wanna catch up on this,
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask you to do something, but I'll not bother you. I'll let you have some game time.
Yeah. And I also want to do some photography for my doggies.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Actually,
I have to tell everyone, Tomoya takes really beautiful dog and cat photos. Because you did all the photos that I used on my Nengajo last year of my pets, but I didn't have you take any this year. I don't have any photos for my Nengajo.
Sorry, but
it's okay.
I'll do more photography this next year.
All right.
2025.
Okay.
Let's go back to the main topic today. So we want to pick up some episode from this year.
All right.
That still makes us think, laugh, cry.
Well, I don't know that I'm that deep, but okay. I'm not such a deep person. I'm pretty on the surface.
Shall I start?
Sure. Yeah, please do start. What was your most favorite episode? Number one choice.
I like all of my episodes.
Of course, because you make them. So that makes sense. That makes sense.
So there's no number 3, number 2, number 1,
Okay, so these are all like no ranking, just a couple that you really liked.
Yes. Okay, the first one is 南海トラフ地震が私たちに与える影響とその対策について語る。
Okay.
Do you remember this episode?
I do, because we had just had an earthquake that was fairly large for this area. Like, we don't get a lot of earthquakes in Okayama.
Yes.
And so we decided to do that episode right after we had a big earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised because I remember after that happened, not many people around us were scared into making like hinanbukuro, like, evacuation kits. I did. I made one.
I made one too.
Yeah, you made one. I made one, which I need to update because now it's winter.
Uh-huh.
But I was surprised, like no one around us did.
Yes. And I was also really, really nervous about our business, Once this huge earthquake hit our place and then this building would collapse easily.
Yes.
So, yes, that has been my mind for actually this year, all year.
Yes, definitely. So if people want to go back and re-listen to that episode, I don't think we put numbers on ours, but when was that published?
It published on August 26th.
Okay, so people can go back and look at the August roster and find it on there.
So, Andrea-san, what's your favorite topic?
I think for me, one of the most, the funnest, I guess, would be one called Coffee and Tech AI. And this was an episode where we talked about a news article that stated that AI was going to be used to blend the perfect mix of like coffee beans. I don't know. I don't know if this actually ever, I think it happened obviously, but I don't know how of a big scale this happened on, or if this was expanded into someone's business. But I think it's an interesting idea, and it shows just one way of how we can use AI in our daily life to make something nice. We hear so many negative things about AI in the news, but it's kind of nice to hear about times when it is successful and times when it is useful.
I'm surprised you picked this one up.
It's not my number one favorite, but it's one of the favorites. I just thought it was cute. And honestly, I would love to try that cup of coffee. I would love to try that AI blended cup of coffee.
Yes. Me too.
Yeah, that was published back on May 12th, if you want to go back and listen to it.
Okay.
Why are you surprised I picked that? Because it's AI?
Yes, because AI related.
I actually am enjoying tech topics. I know you think I'm not techie, but I'm more techie than most people.
True.
Thanks to you.
That is
Thanks
true.
to Tomoya.
Okay, that's my second pick. Tourist economy. 外国人料金4倍。姫路城の料金値上げについて語る。This was before they decided to raise the price.
Right. It was still kind of being debated at that point, I think.
Yes. And it became actually true.
Right. So I think they ended up raising the price at Himeji Castle, not only for foreign tourists, it's for everybody. They raised the price, but then citizens of the city get some special discount. They have to show a card or something.
Yes.
But even Japanese tourists have to pay more.
I didn't know that.
I think.
Okay.
I think
you're right.
Because it's like only raising the price for only foreigners sounded very racist, I think. And so
I see.
I think they decided to raise the price above, like for everybody.
Okay.
If I remember. Let me check real fast, actually. Yes, so it's 1,000 yen for everybody. And it used to be a little bit cheaper. But not that much cheaper. I remember it being like 700 yen or something, 750 yen. So they raised it for everybody. But not that much, just a little bit.
I see. And this kind of a movement happening other prefecture.
Yes. And actually, I have heard, we talked a bit about it in the episode, I believe. Restaurants are starting to charge foreign tourists more.
Oh.
And we didn't talk about this, but I read later that some reasons are that foreign tourists are difficult to work with because they have a lot of requests, like, don't put onions in this, or can I have extra sauce on? Like, they have a lot of different customization. They want to customize the menu.
Like a Starbucks.
Yeah. I mean, that's like in America, everyone does that and it's very normal. You can ask for ingredients to be left out or added in or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not the norm in Japan. And so the restaurants have a hard time dealing with that. And especially the wait staff.
Yeah.
They don't do that in Japan.
Right.
Yeah.
If the staffs can speak English, that's probably okay.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And it makes extra work for all of the staff.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You know, and plus there's extra fees, like if you have to have an English menu translated and you have to have English speaking servers, like there's extra costs associated with that. So some restaurants are charging more for foreign tourists.
Oh, I see. This is a topic I'm still interested in.
Yeah, and that's actually a good one because it is like still happening in Japan.
Yes.
My second topic was one that we published recently, actually. It was called Justice Denied.
Justice Denied.
And this was just published very recently. This was the story about a young man in America who decided to shoot and kill the CEO of the biggest health insurance company because he felt he had been cheated. He couldn't get his health treatment costs covered by the insurance that he was buying.
Yeah.
The reason I chose this is because, number one, it's still ongoing. Like this case is still in the news. It's still happening. But also this issue of insurance being like out of reach of most American people, good health care and the ability to access health treatment is out of reach for a lot of people. And so this is a very important topic, I think. And it's very different than the way Japan handles their healthcare. So it was a really good comparison of the different countries, I think.
I see.
Okay, how about your third one? Do you have a third one that you picked?
Okay, yes. My third one is 今一番興味ある国エジプトと台湾に行きたい理由.
Oh, I almost picked that one too, actually.
Oh.
But that was your topic, so I didn't pick it.
So this one is very interesting to me, not just the topic wise, but the popularity wise. This is the most popular episode for this year.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
I was wondering why this one is top popular.
Okay, well, maybe our listeners will tell us. If you guys know the answer, if you've listened to this and you remember, please let us know what you liked about it.
I still wanted to travel to Egypt. That's for sure. I said in this episode I will visit this Orient Museum soon, but I haven't been there yet. So
you have some things to do then still.
Yeah. So my goal for next year, I will definitely visit this Orient Museum in Okayama.
Okay, great.
That's the one thing I need to do.
Okay, that museum actually got a lot of attention this year because they had a really good exhibit in September, October, related to, I think, the Silk Road, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And I wanted to go too, but I didn't have a chance. That's a really busy time work-wise for me, so I didn't go.
And how about Andrea-san's third pick?
My third pick is actually a pretty easy one. I picked one called Whodunit. And Whodunit was published back on April 21st. So there's no like real reason for picking this. It's just we talked about like our favorite kinds of movies and TV shows. And I really like, as you know, mystery and suspense. So we have a line, you know, in those movies like who committed the murder, who done it, who did the murder, who done it. And that's always been true. Like I've always liked mystery. I've always liked suspense, even since I was a small child. But this year I'm branching out. I branched out. I started to watch other kinds of things.
Oh, what kind of stuff?
I like medical stuff too. So I started watching some medical dramas like House on Netflix. House, which I had watched a few years back as well. And then recently I'm watching one that was popular in America a few years ago called Orange is the New Black.
I have heard it.
It's a story about a women's prison.
Oh.
What happens inside the prison. And some of the stuff is really horrible, but it's also kind of a comedy. So branching out away from the mystery and suspense.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've also watched like a few really good Japanese dramas this year as well. Still not into K-drama, sorry. I'm trying to do a little more Japanese.
You know, I have recommended one of a Japanese drama.
Yeah.
From Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Not yet.
Okay.
I know you've actually recommended a few things. You recommended Shogun. And also Jimenshi on Netflix, which is really popular suddenly for some reason. Like everyone's talking about Jimenshi this week.
This year, not
no, this week.
This week.
This week, like everyone's talking about it this week. Like, did it win an award? I don't know. But it might have gotten some kind of acclaim, but it's really popular this week.
Yeah, and also the one I watched recently on Disney Plus is Gannibaru.
Oh,
it's really good.
Is it? Okay.
The location on this drama is Okayama.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know they film in Okayama. They were
it's just the setting is in Okayama.
Just setting
okay.
Yes, I should have said. This drama setting is Okayama.
Okay.
A few actors actually speak kind of a real-ish Okayama pen.
Okay.
It kept me watching this whole episode. And the drama itself is actually really good.
Okay.
The episode is a little bit grotesque.
Ooh, okay. I like grotesque things.
And it's horror.
Ooh, okay.
You know, some people might not like it, but...
yeah, a lot of people don't like horror, actually. I'm okay with it, usually, unless it's gratuitous blood. But,
grotesque.
Yeah, like psychological horror is really great.
Yes, that's the one I strongly recommend to check out.
Okay, it's called Gannibaru.
All
right, I'll check it out. Okay, so that was my third one, was Whodunit from April 21st.
Okay, nice pick.
Thanks.
So I want to ask a listener, as we wrap up 2024, I'd like our listener to revisit some of our favorite episodes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yes.
Check it out. Yeah, if you haven't listened to those, go back and take a listen. And if you have, maybe if you can, go back and listen to some different ones.
Yes.
Tell us what you like.
Yes. All right. That's all for this episode. But don't forget to catch our next one.
All right. This is CrossTalk signing off, bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining.
See you in 2025. Bye.